where we're going to look at interior decorating and some things that you can do to beautify your space on a budget. And our host has her own little term that she has coined. We say fancy and frugal, but she has her own little term that she uses for that. So without further ado, let me tell you, her name is Charlene Rivet Rose, and Charlene is an interior stylist, so it's not just interior decorator. She's an interior stylist. She has collaborated with various corporate companies, made numerous television appearances, and had her work showcased in local print media, among many, many other accomplishments. Her budget-friendly, minimalistic designs are apparent in the numerous room makeover and staging projects that she has undertaken over the years. You should also know that with all the expertise that she has, she decided to do a YouTube channel. You can check it out. Remember, like, share, subscribe. The Decor and Lifestyle Center on YouTube. And there she provides a broader audience with a taste of her Jamaican design flair. So she's on Instagram and other social media platforms as well. And she specializes in optimizing small spaces.
This is the Decor and Lifestyle Center.
I am so elated and excited, to just be sitting in front of you. And when I heard Akira mention all of those accolades, I was saying to myself, oh my God, is she's talking about somebody else? But yeah, I humbly, at the end of the day, just thank God that He has blessed me with, I think, 7 gifts in total. And I try to use all of them at some point, and I have learned to monetize those gifts as well. And so it is in that capacity that I am sitting here with you, just to share a little bit of what my journey has been, and just to impart, of course, some of my knowledge. One of the first things when you talk about cheap and cheerful, fancy and frugal, is how you can decorate your space without spending a lot of money. I think everybody that little phrase or those 2 phrases will resonate with everybody, because everybody wants to save money at the end of the day. All right. Now, can we do this tastefully? Can we do a interior styling that when you look at it, you're like, wow, this is glamorous? And it brings me to one of my really recent projects where I had a room makeover to do for one of the largest furniture retailer in Jamaica, which I collaborate with a lot. I have been collaborating with them for like 15 years. And I'm going to mention them because it might come up at some point. I hope that, it will be okay for this forum. But it's just to give you context. I collaborate with Courts Jamaica Limited a lot, right? And the last room makeover that I did, it was a realist, and I just want to paint a little picture and show you how, when you turn up with your gift, and God is going to just pour into you, and when you release those gifts, and somebody, when at the end of the day, when we completed that room makeover, every single person was just bawling, because when you see what that space was, and then how it was transformed, and it's no big budget kind of transformation. The overall budget for the room makeover, I suspect, would be a lot of money. But when you look at the simple changes that were made, just the tasteful things that were incorporated, and how fabulous the room turned out. So what I basically did, and this is something that you can do in your own home too. In the background, I'm not sure how well it is showing, but what I've basically done, because I'm also an event decorator as well, I have draped the entire wall with fabric. And I could have painted the wall white. Fabric was cheaper, because I would definitely have to get somebody to come in and paint. I would have to pay them. Now, I just stapled the fabric onto the wall and changed the color immediately, because it was really a tan taupey color inside there. But with the white gave me so many different options. I can change design in here every 5 minutes. And to me, that is what cheap and cheerful, fancy and frugal is all about. You can make the changes as often as you want without a lot of financial commitment. And that is the hallmark of what we will be discussing today. So inside of the room, I'm really sorry, so I can't get the seat in its entirety. But let me see if I can paint you a little picture for the persons who are not able to see. I'm going to get up and I'm going to go for two small items that I created for this room. I was really doing a fall inspired space because we don't celebrate fall in Jamaica. But I also collaborate with some American YouTubers, and I've been on YouTube and I see a lot of fall decor. We don't celebrate fall, but let me tell you something. This space over here, sir, it is falling. Okay? It over here, sir, a fall. I was inspired to do some pumpkins. Because you know we ain't got these here. We don't. I just went into Pings, bought some stretch fabric, and I just watched a video on YouTube and I made the pumpkin. But if you notice in my intro, Akira mentioned that I also like to put a Jamaican flair on whatever design I'm doing. So I get inspired by what I see online. But I don't necessarily want to follow what I see online. I want to do my own thing. And a part of it is this. So this here, sir, I was driving, coming from an event. and I drove past some dry branches on the side of the street. I'm just come out, pick up a few pieces and throw it on the back of my vehicle. I'm going to come home and just cut them up. See this? You see what's going on here? Yeah. And this is very, very easy, extremely easy, the video, and I'm trying to promote myself. So for persons who might be interested in doing this come next fall, the video is on my channel and I show you. You see a quick snippet of how I create this, or created this, sorry. And what I basically did now is to do them in different colors. So I do have a burgundy one here, and I have a yellow one here. So we're mimicking the American pumpkin, but we are doing our Jamaican style. And then I also did a plaid. So this room inside here is white trimmed with black. Let me step back a little bit. White trimmed with black. So here is the black. And then I decided to add a pop of color there. So this cushion, I bought it inside of the Chinese wholesale, that's what I call it. But it's not the ones where you go and order the things over the shelf, and that we can't do that. It's like a supermarket and you walk in there and you see what you want. $300 for this. And so this is also a really great way that you can infuse color into your design without a whole heap of money. Cushion covers is a must. Okay, you guys? Cushion covers is a must. Cheap and cheerful. Okay? This is so you all probably know about the coffee table books too. I'm not spending them kind of money to buy coffee table books because it is going to be something that comes in and out of style. Right? So, $600, and it's actually a box. So I place them on the coffee table, just like this, and then you can turn it. Just give it a little bit of zhuzh. That's what I call it. And then you just place a candle on top of it. See that? Fancy, don't it? And frugal. Alright. So that's talking about some of the cheap elements that's in this design. If you walk into this house, you would never be able to tell that I paid that for it. You would never ever be able to tell, because the styling is impeccable and the color coordination is fabulous. So when you walk in, I mean when persons walk into my home, this is the first space that it's not the first space that they see, but they comment on it because it is constantly evolving. With Christmas just around the corner, I also wanted to bring a little bit of Christmas flair to the discussion. There are really inexpensive ways too that you can decorate your space for Christmas. And I'm going to be showing you some color schemes and just simple accessory pieces that you can put in to transition from regular living to the festive season. Now, I don't know how many persons share my love for rustic design and minimalistic design. So while I know how to do luxury, it is not who I am. I really prefer to do a design that is very minimalistic and tasteful too. So if I were to do a design for your home, you called me in and you said you wanted a little bit of Christmas cheer, not too much, there are ways that this can be done. Alright, so if you notice, you see the color on these ornaments? Very rustic. And then not to mention Santa over here has a nice little brown color here, his little plaid scarf. So he's tying in with the whole of this theme here. And what you could do if you're doing a design like this and you wanted a little pop of color, then you could introduce like a sage green, not a very bright Christmas green, and then you could use something with a stronger, I would say maybe like a wine red. It doesn't have to be a true red, but it ties in very nicely with this color palette, right? I'm not saying that the true Christmas red couldn't work, but it's just not my personal choice if I'm going to be doing like a rustic design. Now you could bring in a little bit of bling. Look at these pearls. Let me see if I can show you from, oh, all right. I'm gonna step back. I'm picking up this over here. Right. Now, if I was doing this and I wanted to create a little bit of fanciness, you could put this on your tie back. Talk to me, Akira. Are you seeing it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. There you go. I'm even going to let it stay there for now. And then you could use a throw like this, or where's the cream one? Or you could use a throw like this. All right. So somebody might look at this and say, but this doesn't really look like it's cheap. And maybe it isn't. I don't even remember what I paid for it. Maybe it isn't. But there are cost-effective ways that you can even buy a piece of fabric. If you sew, hold on them man, I'll show you one cheap one. So this one stays over my chair because I absolutely like it. There was a time when this was on in style. This was on Vogue, and I love the feel of it. And I still keep it. This can create a little bit of texture inside of your space. Not a lot of money that came from the Chinese wholesale to not even pay $20 for that. But I just want you to know that there are really, really inexpensive ways. And yes, we're doing fancy and frugal, but sometimes you can step away. You can buy one single piece that maybe is a little bit over the top. Yeah, you're allowed to do that if everything is cheap. We don't want everything cheap like also. Don't. How me look like me look cute, so hold on there. How me look at Kira? You cute? Yes, alright. I digress. Yeah. Let's get back. let's get back. Alright. So, alright, we know say everybody is going to love this piece. There's nothing not to love about this. And you can see, so it brings in a little bit of shine. It also brings in a little bit of elegance. And when you put a piece like this on maybe one of your end tables and you put a fabulous lamp on the other side. Hold on now. So this is the one. This is something you can use all year round. Or you can transition from your regular decor into a very festive decor with something like this, but it's also very earthy. And I've just paired it with some pampas grass. And then hold on a little bit. Look how gorgeous this is. Like I'm in the mood to decorate. just from handling this. See that? So this is one color scheme. Alright, you guys? I'm going to be going through a couple of them and just show you. So while the concept might be similar, but I'm just showing you that there really is absolutely nothing at all to prevent you from moving into decorating your space on a budget. While I was doing these fall tablescape and fall decor, I was having some serious challenges just trying to find the fall pieces that would give some authenticity to the design styles that I was doing. And I found a little place. Now I'm sure a lot of us know about Pings. Y'all know about Pings. Pings has a little corner in their store that they've carved out and they've called it Pings Home Goods. Let me tell you that it is a game changer. Because when you go inside there, so what they basically have done is to bring in I think the accessory pieces from Home Goods in the States, and the prices are marked down to, let me tell you, let me pick up the vase from your so as you see on your sun short. So this vase, let's see if you can see it. Let me pick up the whole of the camera. You can see it. So this is really my design aesthetic for my house. You know, these are the things that I like. This little vase here so costs $800. It is a hammered metal steel vase, and this can be used for so many different purposes, but I'm using it for my vase. Now show me some of the things that I want you to understand. Hold on, let me just show them something inside this. These $300. Oh, let me show them on the camera. So this is actually a wreath, and what I have done, let me show you on the table. What I have done is that I have used my needle to tack, no lies, is double-sided tape. I use double-sided tape to just stick these on the back of the wreath, because when I did put them on the front here, so I didn't like the look. So I wasn't getting enough movement from them. See that? And I just used my needle and thread. So each of these, I got $200 or $300. And then I just put the vase right inside of it. Hold on, I'm gonna see something. Let me see if you can see the effect. Wow, there you go. Yeah. Cheap and cheerful again. So this is a lamp that I bought. I hope you can see it. So the shade is really cream. It's a cream shade. I was doing a black and white inspired bedroom, and I went to LPS Zara and I saw this fabric. The fabric on the reverse is gray inside here and black on this. When you flip the fabric, that's what you get. So you get gray here and you get black right here. And all I did, I just wrapped the lampshade. Hold on, let me show you because it's messy, you know, but I'll show you. If you come in my house, you're not going to know. You're not ready to do. Hold on, I want to show you, say it's really true. So y'all don't think I'm talking things that I don't know and things that I don't practice myself. I'll show you the inside of the lamp. Nothing the people on YouTube don't see the inside of the lampshade, but me I'm showing you. See? So what I did, I just put some black fabric to protect the lampshade itself, because I'm sure there's going to come a day when I want to use this lampshade again. So I just wrapped it with some black fabric, and if I was doing it for a job, it would be neat. I'm going to be honest with you, but this is for me, and this is what it looks like when you come into my house. You see any flaws? Tell me. The back might not be so tidy. You see that? Not so tidy. Fabric done. But see it here? So I have transformed my very elegant lamp, bedroom lamp. All I've done is just to take it to another level. And so the bed head, I have, what do you call this now? It's double-sided tape me used to, and inset the reverse of this fabric on the bed head. So the lamp, both lamps are sitting on either side, and then the bed head has the gray and black. This is the black and gray. This is my Christmas tree for this year. Hold on, it's not decorated, you know. I just threw these together just to show you. So we have a pink color scheme going here as well. And I also got these. So a lot of these ornaments, you guys, came from Quartz, and they're always having sale on them, right? This is not a plug, but I'm just letting you know. And these came from Pings. No, I couldn't leave these. These was just speaking to me. So it has the red on this side, and if I decide that I want to use some pink pearls, we just use this side and do another color scheme that, right? And this is also a really great way to save money. You have to figure out ways in which you can use one item many times. So if you're changing the color scheme, what can you add to the one item to change the scheme or for it to complement the scheme that you are now creating? And to me, that is the biggest savings ever. So many years ago, I decided that Christmas was a lot for me because this time of the year is the busiest time of the year for me. So I don't get to fix up my house, and it takes a whole lot out of me. I can't manage. It's a lot. Take this one. It's a lot. So I just use a small Christmas tree. Sometimes I put Christmas candies on it. I'll put what do you call them again? Somebody tell me in the comments in the chat there. So the little hooks, candy cane. Yes. So if I want to tempt my family, I just buy the most amazing sweets and put them on this tree. And I just place it on a table, and this is my Christmas tree. You must see what this look like with candy cane. I'm gonna do it this year again because it is just to die for. It looks really fabulous, right? So and we just throw some things here, so it's not really decorated, all right? So don't come for me now. She don't know what she talks say. Right. I just throw these together just to show you. This is really an inspiration. And then look at this vase. Look at this vase. Look at the inside. This is probably one of the prettiest vases I've seen in a while. I think the difference between creating a design that is aesthetically pleasing and a design that is just ordinary is how you use the colors. Now you can tell I am not afraid of colors. I'm actually a lover of colors. Now for this pink design, I have this vase, and I want to show you the shade. I'm going to show you the shade. So this is the shade. It's not a blush, it's like a pink with a little hint of burgundy on the background, right? So I'm not sure how it's showing up on the camera. But remember, we started with our pink Christmas tree. So you could just buy a small Christmas tree if you can buy a big one. Or if that is going to be too much for your budget, buy a small one and put it on a table and dress it just as fabulous. Don't hold back when you're going to be dressing it. And then if you were to change your window treatments, this would be an excellent choice because everything doesn't have to match. And I think that is the difference between when a stylist or an interior designer comes in to do your space. That is the difference. We're not afraid to stretch the boundaries. And I think half of the times why sometimes you feel like your design look blah is because you're not stretching the lines. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. And intensity in colors are very important. This is a burgundy. So the undertone of the burgundy from this, they are slightly different, but they work together. Give me back the, and the pink vase. I hope we're all seeing what's going on here in the Mad Studio. What else we have over there? Have anything else? Oh, give me that stripe. And then here is a stripe too, right? I was hoping to find some solid shades to show you, or even some Christmas cushions, but I couldn't find any. So this is just to show you. And a lot of these things, if you notice, all the pieces that I'm showing you are pieces that you can use regularly outside of the Christmas decorations, and then you can just transition. So suppose you don't have the money to change the curtain, or you don't have the money to buy expensive throw. You can find inexpensive ways. A cushion cover is going to give you maybe not the same type of texture, but you can find cushion covers with texture too. You use those, and then different value. can't overemphasize that. I have to emphasize it for every talk we talk. We can't. It doesn't matter what the setting is. Different values in the color is what creates the interest in the design. Oh my God. So you can imagine if you came into a space and everything was pink, one shade of pink. Just the thought of that bores me, right? So mix it up a little bit, man. And if you are not sure, sometimes if you are not sure, I'm going to show you a little trick. You can go into the paint stores and select some paint chips. If you're not sure how to coordinate the colors or you're not sure what they're going to look like, you just select some paint chips and you start to move into the color. Now, these again, you don't have any other florals over there? No? Alright. White poinsettia with a little bit of red in there and green. And some persons might say, no, this texture, it works well with this color scheme because you have to have texture in your color scheme as well. Look at the back of this. So if you were to flip it, and this is a way to that this just came to my mind, all this as I'm doing it, the idea just came to me and I'm going to share it with you. So you have a color scheme like this and you want to use the brown cushion. Are we seeing this? Yeah. And then if you wanted this to be the focus, this creamy color, you flip this over when you're doing your tree or you're doing your centerpiece so that this now becomes the focus. Instead of going out to go buy something else, you just flip it over. Because even though, and I'm saying, I'm making this one up as I go because it is actually happening in real time. Look at the brown that's coming through here. This is where they glue the stem. But this wasn't supposed to be on show. But if you wanted to create a color palette now in your house and you bought these flowers, look at this. You see it against the cushion? Gorgeous. Did you spend any more money? No? You just flipped this over and it's another color. So depending on how much of it you use, that can now dictate what your color scheme is basically changing to.